Range Rover Evoque is equipped with such power units: gasoline 2.0 to 140 horsepower, diesel 2.0 150-180 horsepower, and 2.2 160-190 horsepower. As operating experience has shown, all power units are quite reliable, but minor shortcomings in them nevertheless were identified. So in particular, the owners of cars with diesel engines call for an oil pan leak. In order to eliminate the drawback, it is necessary to dismantle the pellet and replace the hermetic gasket. Also, even at low mileage, it may be necessary to replace the crankshaft rear oil seal. On many instances, looking under the hood, you can find oil streaks on the intercooler. This feature is fraught with the fact that over time, cracks will appear at the side of the leak and the intercooler will have to be replaced. Often, owners complain about difficult engines starting with the onset of cold weather. The culprits of this feature are glow plugs and the air control unit. All diesel engines are equipped with a timing belt drive, with a replacement interval of once every 130,000 kilometers. Evoque owners with a gasoline engine, after starting a cold engine, may hear an unpleasant rumble in the area of U200B, U200BTHE right front wheel, which disappears after 10-20 seconds. The fact is that gas regulators are installed on the intake and exhaust camshafts, and so this gas regulator falls off along with parts of the oil channel, and because of which this unpleasant sound occurs. If such a sound appears in your car, get ready to replace the gas regulators, chain, tensioner, and chain damper. You will have to pay about 2000 USD for everything. The Range Rover Evoque can be equipped with a manual or automatic transmission. Cars with mechanics in the secondary market are extremely rare, which is probably why there are no complaints about its reliability. The automatic transmission is also quite reliable, but nevertheless, shortcomings in it have been identified. So, many owners blame the fact that after a long movement in a traffic jam, the box starts to push. Flashing the main transmission control unit helps to fix the problem. In order for this trouble to happen as rarely as possible, it is necessary to change the oil in the box at least once every 50,000 kilometers. The all-wheel drive system is implemented using the Handlex electromagnetic clutch. A feature of this system is that the clutch, rear gearbox, and corner gear go in one case. This system, with proper operation and maintenance, replacement of lubricants and filter once every 60-80,000 kilometers, will last 300,000 kilometers or more without repair. Adaptive suspension can be installed. The running gear here turned out to be incredibly tenacious, and if you chose a car with a conventional suspension and use it only to move around the city, then you will rarely have to call in for a running gear repair service. If we talk about the resource of consumables, then, for example, stabilizer struts and bushings live up to 80,000 kilometers under normal average loads. In the adaptive suspension, after 50,000 kilometers, shock absorbers begin to knock. Replacing them is not a cheap pleasure, about 800 USD. In a conventional suspension, shock absorbers serve for a long time of 100-120,000 kilometers, while bearings and ball bearings will last about the same time. But the brake pads here wear out very quickly. On average, they are enough for 20,000 kilometers, discs for 40-60,000 kilometers. Also, contacts and wires of ABS sensors are not famous for their reliability. The quality of finishing materials and sound insulation, traditionally for a British brand, is at a high level. But there are a couple of comments of the electronics of the Range Rover Evoque, and basically, they are associated with poor wiring quality. Most often, owners are faced with the freezing of the electronic parking brake and the malfunction of the diode inside the horn. If you are the owner of this car model, please describe the problems that you had to face during the operation of the car. Perhaps it is your review that will help readers of our site when choosing a car.